Good morning, everybody. It is June 3rd, 2026. It's a Wednesday. Hump day. Woo woo. It's morning. I'm here. Do you guys, I don't know how many people wear hats, and I don't know if this is a hat thing, this is a Lucas anxiety thing, stress thing. I have no idea. But I sit there at work, and after I've been there for a while, like right here on my head, like if I do this, it's better. Like I don't have a headache or anything, like my head don't hurt, but it feels funny like right through here. And if I do this, it feels better. If I put my hat on for a couple minutes, oh, we're back to, just feels weird. It's like it's weird that my hat's on and stuff like that. And I have a little fan that I bought, and it's gonna be great use when it's hot out because I used it last year. I love it a lot. And if I blow air on it, I'm cool. I don't sweat. It's not sweating. I don't know if it's my body wanting to sweat or what, but it just happens right here. And, I have good blood pressure and stuff. Like I'm not stressed over anything when this happens, but it'll happen a couple of times a day to me, and I don't know what I got to do to stop it. Like, I feel, and I was thinking this yesterday, that whenever I got new glasses, and I don't remember when I got new glasses, because these are transitional glasses where if I go out in the sun, they'll get darker and stuff, and then it's like I'm wearing sunglasses and I come back in. And it's been about 3 years since I've had glasses like that. And I don't know if that has something to do with it or what, but just right there on my forehead, like what the fuck, and I can't take my hat off, and it's not getting any better if I take my hat off. Like it's not doing it right now because I just got up in the morning, I'm going and stuff like that, but that's what happens, like right here. And I don't know, I sound like Tristan right now, right here. If he wants you to come sit next to him, it's like right here, and he slaps the ground. Oh, that's my boy. I'm all caught up at work. It's good. I like to stay a little bit on the busier side so the day don't drag, because the day drags if I have nothing going on. But I like being ahead too. Being ahead's it's better than the day dragging. I don't care. I got a little paperwork I guess I could do, but nothing pressing. Job's already done. Yeah, I'm going to Casey's today, get a donut. I got $2 in my pocket, and that's what I'm gonna spend it on. Two crispy $1 bills, and I am going to Casey's. Tomorrow is payday. Bills always come first before fun, though. Not that I have a lot of money left over this time. I was telling Kayla yesterday, every time we have a holiday, we don't get to work it to make double, time and a half, and a lot of people would. I know a lot of people would if that was the option. We just get holiday pay, and holiday pay takes away from our hours that we normally work. So that's, hurting my overtime, hurting my actual hours, stuff like that. And I used a vacation day in there when we have Memorial Day, so I got to have 4 days in a row off, which was really nice. So, God, what the hell, It's morning time and I'm tired. I don't know what to say. Kayla says, oh, you don't ever know what to say on there, because I don't have a script. This is me in the morning. I'm tired. All right, let's go to Casey's. That's what we can do. Let's go on an adventure to the land of Casey's. And Casey's better have my fucking donuts. I paused out the mother and said, fucking, there's a bunny rabbit. You need to move, bunny. Keep going. Keep hopping. I'm going real slow so I don't run you over. I'm good people, bunny. Yep, see you later, bunny. And then there's a neighbor a couple houses down. He always pulls in as I'm rolling out. I don't know where he works, but it's overnight or he gets breakfast every morning. I know that much. every day. I'm leaving about, what, 6:00, well, it says 6:02, so it's like 6:12 in the morning. So, I don't know. Oh, our floors aren't done yet. That's what I can talk to you about. Supposed to be done yesterday. I was given Monday and Tuesday were the days. They were coming, they were going to get it done. Nope, they didn't get it done. The first day, they got there at 9. They stayed until 11:30. They called me in there because I stayed home on Monday because I knew it was going to be a fucking fiasco. The first day I knew. Our house is small. We have a lot of shit everywhere. Stayed home to help move things if necessary. Called me in there and said, hey, we need to put some leveling stuff in here, which is kind of like cement. You pour it a little bit and then it'll get harder and harder and harder and it'll stay. So it's leveling in our kitchen. And I said, that's fine. Yeah, he's like, oh, it'll be around $100, you know, if you want to do that. So that's okay. So they poured that. Then they left for 3 hours. They didn't do any other rooms. They just left for 3 hours. Said they were going to Springfield to get the material. They just came in the morning to measure stuff. What the fuck? How are you not there to, you're not prepared? And whenever they came back at about 2:30. They left at 11:30, they came back at 2:30. And they looked in the kitchen, seeing how everything was going. Like, okay, we're gonna come back, or we poured some more, we're gonna come back tomorrow. They left at 3 o'clock. So they were there, what, a total of 3 hours? They worked 3 hours on Monday. They didn't do any other rooms. Yesterday, they come back. I'm at work. Kayla's messaged me what's going on. She's there. She's in and out of the house. Took Tristan on a walk, so she'd be out of their way, blah, blah, blah. These motherfuckers. They ended up getting 2 rooms done. The kitchen, they poured more shit. And I better not be getting charged for any of this, because I approved a couple of bags to try to level up where the refrigerator was. And don't worry, I've taken pictures. They got 2 rooms done. They got my game room done, which they've just packed full of shit. They put the dog's bed behind the love seat and pushed it against the wall. So that is just stupidity. And then they got Tristan's room done. So that's good that they're done. I slept with the oven again for the 3rd night in a row, or 2nd night in a row, or however many fucking nights in a row it was. So I can't wait for that to be done. But we're going in here. I'll be right back. We got the good donut, just in case anybody wondered what it looked like. Okay, so back to talking about the floor people who pissed me off. The game room, packed full of shit, like I said, with the dog, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The fucking, I guess they took the door off. At some point, they took the door off, is what Kayla told me. And I go in there last night, you know, to make room for the dog bed. I thank God I found the dog bed. But I did find it, and I went to put it, you know, towards the front where there was a little bit of room. So, you know, he's used to sleeping in there, which is good. And, I don't know where you're turning. Pick one. Anyways, he's used to sleeping in there. And I go to shut the door. I know why they took the door off. Because they pretty much cannot shut the fucking door. And I feel like I'm gonna tear the carpet up trying to shut the door. Because I had to pull like pretty strongly to be able to get the door to shut, and the door didn't shut all the way because they're not done completely, so they have stuff in the way, like just a thicker piece of carpet towards the end because they haven't done the hallway yet. They got the hallway halfway done. Like, one of the guys told Kayla, the older guy who had been there, hey, the other guy's new, you know, he don't know what's going on. He's more of the lackey, carrying stuff like that. This has been a horrible experience. Like, I want to get new flooring so the house is more valuable, because I want to sell the house and move the fuck out of there, because I've lived there 6 years. You know, I'm tired of it. I want a house with a basement. I'm not asking for a lot. I do have a certain price range that I want to stay in. You know, I'm not trying to go crazy. There's a lot of houses here in Auburn, and we're staying in Auburn. And if you look online, you know, there's a lot of houses on like Pine Avenue and shit like that that's above 200,000, and they don't even have a basement. Like, I'm not gonna spend $200,000 regardless, because that's outrageous. The housing market's trash right now. You know, it is absolutely trash. Unless you're selling a house, it's trash. But you're selling a house to buy a more expensive house, probably. Not a lot of people downsizing these days. It's just crazy to me. I can't find a decent house, you know, let's say the maximum $170,000. I can't, if I moved to where I'm from, I could live in a fucking mansion for $170,000. Like a super nice house. I don't live there though. I work here and I want to live here. So the options are thin, and that's what sucks. You know, that's where my anxiety kicks in, to where, hey, you know, you're off, you don't want to drive very far, you just want to go home. If you did drive very far, you know, you wouldn't like it. And then the wintertime, driving through fucking snow that's just blowing across the road, like, I don't want to do that. Not that I'm afraid to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be smart about it. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people out there, and probably a lot of people who watch my videos, that do that, you know, drive a half an hour to work every day. I used to when I was younger, but now that, you know, I have a family, I live in the town that I work in, you know, I like it. It's convenient. You know, if I ever were to find another job, you know, if something better came at me, you know, like that I just could not pass up, I would move, you know, to another town. I'd have no problem with that, but it'd have to be something that just blows me out of the water, you know. I've always thought about moving to Jacksonville, and I've thought of that pretty heavily. But God, Jacksonville keeps getting smacked with strong storms and stuff like that, and I don't like storms. So, but Jacksonville has nice houses too. Kayla's from the Litchfield area, and you know, I think about maybe moving down there every once in a while, but then I'm farther away from my family. I'm not super far away from my brother. I could always hop on the interstate and then, you know, be there in less time than I would now. But I'd be further away from mom, and that's okay. I don't never go to my mom's house. She always comes to me, so I'd like to go down there, but God, the time. It's finding the time to go down there. Like, I don't think I would have a bad time if I did go down there. It's not a lot to do in old Rude House, but it's Rude House. What are you gonna do? You guys know it's not always about you, Lucas, but most of the time it is. I'm going to eat a donut and sit there and chill for a few minutes before people show up. All right, adios amigos. Catch you on the next one. Hump day. Whoop, whoop.